Hey, I was going to do more of a recording session today, but I decided that I'm probably just going to hold it off for the weekend because I actually got some pretty good news. I got a call, or rather, I called the PC repair shop, and they have all the ports ordered already. However, I had to have them downgrade to an i5 8400 so that I'm not paying this off for the rest of the year. I basically have gone into this assuming that I won't get any support. Uh, they basically said that they're not going to be too rough on me in terms of paying things off because I have worked with them before. I mean, they know where I live and stuff. So uh, basically, normally they give 4 months, but I think they're going to give me a bit longer. So on the 10th, when I get all my Patreon and my ad revenue, basically I'm going to call them. They are going to deliver, or rather, they're going to come and pick up the PC and then fix everything. There is a chance that I may need to reinstall Windows because it's going to be a new motherboard and a new CPU and stuff like that. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. They said that they're going to just try to waive the fees for backing things up because I actually don't have any means of backing any of my data up. I don't really have that much important stuff on here. The only stuff that would be hard to get again is like the ROMs for, the few times I do emulator runs and stuff like that. Everything else would be pretty easy to replace, so even if that doesn't happen, it won't be a big deal. So in the event, or when it does happen, I really don't have that many games to test it with. Obviously, I don't really play a lot of heavy-duty games, but I think the time is right. I'm going to have about $250 coming from the channel next month, so it's a good time to do it. I will be able to pay off about a quarter of it. If I can get any support to soften the blow, that will be nice, but I should be able to do it regardless. I think at this point, like donations and stuff, or commissions, or whatever anybody wants, that's more going to be to kind of soften the blow of the installments, so to speak, and also to kind of secure more of a gaming budget throughout the summer. There's really not a whole lot coming out that I care about right now. A lot of the stuff coming out is going to be after the summer, in the fall, and I should be done paying this off by the end of the summer. Probably by October at the latest. It depends on how things go. I might get some help from my family. I might be able to sell some stuff. There is also the possibility of selling my CPU and GPU, which I know the RAM will sell. RAM is ridiculously priced right now. If the RAM was cheaper, if it wasn't such a random RAM epidemic right now, then it would be far more feasible to do this. But RAM, especially DDR RAM, is like through the roof right now. The video card is actually pretty cheap. It's about I think like $90 to $100 more than what I paid for the 1050 Ti. So it's a pretty significant upgrade. I actually looked on the sites and stuff. So that's what's going to be going on. When I do get it, I'll probably do some tests with Dynasty Warriors 9. I hate to admit it, but I'm definitely burnt out on that game. I just don't have much of an interest in playing it much anymore. I think the DLC character should have had a fully unique moveset instead of just being more clones. I mean, there's already so many clones of those weapons in the game already. I think they should have at least had like a complete unique moveset with those weapons. That would have made it more worth buying for people who like me, who don't really play the games for the story. I don't care about the character interactions and stuff. I just want solid gameplay, and it feels like that's kind of lacking, but everyone knows that game is a shit port on PC, so when I get the PC back and everything is fine, there may be some complications, so I may be without a PC for a while, so I'll try to kind of prepare a backlog of videos at the beginning of next month. But if everything works fine, I'm going to try that in Musou Stars. I think Musou Stars is going to be a more accurate prediction for if I can run Warriors Orochi 4, because that game, like I said before, I was able to run that pretty well. I was able to run it with pretty much everything on high at 720p. I don't really care about resolution in video games. If I can get it running at a solid 60 FPS, then I am happy. Especially with all the games I play, the performance is such an important part of the gameplay experience. So I'll probably try jacking that up to like 1080 or 1440, since I do have a 1440p monitor, and then I'll try doing the Musou Rush, and if that works fine, then unless Warriors Orochi 4 is a completely abysmal port, then I should not have any problems. I'll try to find some more things to do in Dynasty Warriors 9, but as it stands now, I really don't have anything left to do in it. I think I'm just going to echo a lot of the other complaints with that game, which is You know, the stories are so similar, and the clones and just the similarity of the moves just makes the fatigue sit in so quickly. In the event that they do any quality of life patches, I will definitely update on that, but I don't know if I'm going to do true new Heifei Castle videos. I'll try to see if I have the motivation to do so. So that's what's going on. Thanks to everybody for entering the giveaway. I looked at the Steam sale. I looked at like the beat 'em up categories and stuff, and I either owned everything or they just weren't good games. So I'm glad that people actually watched that video about the giveaway and actually wanted to participate, because that way I can buy something during the sale. The only thing I bought during the sale was I bought the 2 closers packs, the what is it, the little cash shop packs that give you like 2 months of premium. So I have platinum status on that game pretty much until the end of the year. So that's kind of nice, but there wasn't any actual games I wanted. I thought about Code of Princess and giving that game a try again, but it seems like the EX version is just going to be better in pretty much every way, so I would rather just wait for that. Amazon has it for $32, so hopefully, you know, whether I get any donations or not, I should be able to squeeze that in. Mega Man X Collection is looking more and more unlikely, because that's going to be another $30, and I'm already going to be paying so much to get this PC upgraded. So we'll see what happens there. I know that there are some people in town who are interested in RAM and stuff, so in the event that I'm able to sell the RAM, then that should be at least like $80. I'm probably going to try to sell it for around $100 or less. That will pretty much cover the gaming budget for the channel. So I ask for some understanding here. I know most of you are not oil princes. You know, you have money to spend on other things besides my channel. So I'm not really expecting to get any support, but throughout the summer, barring any miracles, it's going to be really difficult for me to keep the channel running with new games. So luckily I have some early access stuff to work on. I've got Assault Spy. There is BlazBlue Tag. I haven't uploaded any of my replays on that yet, so I'll probably do that throughout this weekend. There's the Closers update on Monday. Actually, it's going to be pretty much Tuesday morning is when I'll be able to actually play with that. I'll be probably putting up some leveling stuff with Jay, and then from there it's just going to be random stuff. I do have some games on Steam that I started and didn't finish for various reasons, so I'll probably be going through that. So if you do donate, pretty much it's either going to be put towards like paying off the installments. You know, if I can pay maybe like $300 or something next month, then that will definitely lighten the load, and I can pay less later on. It'll also either go towards that or just new games. I don't really have anything on my radar past July as far as I know, so I think things are going to work out. I don't know when I will get the W04 key. With Dynasty Warriors 9, when I was under embargo, I got it about 2 weeks before it came out, so it's probably going to be right on cue with the Japanese version. So I will not be getting the Japanese PS4 version, especially since I'm going to be in the middle of paying off this upgrade. So I will not have day one stuff unless they're much more lax with the embargo, which may or may not happen. I thought that the embargo for Dynasty Warriors 9 was kind of silly because it was already out in Japan with full English text and voices. It didn't really make any sense to you know, restrict all the content creators and stuff from uploading footage. Hopefully it'll be more lax, but basically I'm preparing for the worst. So if you're going to be expecting day one Japanese footage like I normally do with Muso games like Basara and stuff, I don't really think that's going to be in the cards this year because I'm going to be paying this off. So that's basically what's going to be going on throughout the summer. I didn't really see anything of interest during the Steam sale at all, and if I do, it'll probably just be some small game or something that I kind of sub in during dry periods. But July is going to be pretty interesting. If I'm able to get the funds or the extra Patreon backing or money from somewhere else, like maybe selling the RAM, then I will be doing Code of Princess EX for sure. I'm basically going to be the guinea pig for that. I thought the original release was pretty dull. It was a pretty slow game, but at the same time, it seems like they have vastly improved this one. It might be faster, it might have better gear. I know that you can actually play as more than the 4 base characters, so it's a little bit more like you know, Guardian Heroes, you know, where they had the extra characters and stuff. I guess you can play as them during the main game now when you recruit them. So that sounds far more interesting, so I'll probably get that. X Collection, I might pre-order, but however, I might just wait for people to be the guinea pig on that port. I hear that the Legacy Collection ports are pretty good unless you're like a hardcore speedrunner going for like a world record pace or something. So I probably will get that. Ideally, I'll probably do the Switch version, and then if anything interesting happens on the PC version, like mods or something, then I will get that. I think people are going to be interested in port reviews for that, because there aren't that many people doing Switch port reviews right now. There are a few Switch-centric channels, but some of them haven't actually played those games before, and I have a lot of experience with pretty much every X game except for 7, because that game's just so shitty I couldn't bother to finish it. So thanks in advance to anybody who wants to help. Basically, the upgrade is going to happen regardless, but I am going to be completely tapped for gaming budget at all for basically the whole summer. So if you want to help kind of lighten the load here on the not the installations, but the installments and affording things throughout the summer, I'm definitely going to appreciate it. Other than that, I'm probably just going to be updating on things like Assault Spy and other random games like Closers. Thanks for watching, thanks for understanding, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.